morning, class. Everybody, please stand, bow your head, and feel the presence of our Lord. Angel of God, Amen. Good morning again, class. I am Tremaine Martinez Serapion, your teacher in mathematics. You may now take your seats. Is there anyone absent today? Everyone is present. Very good, class. Class, please bring out your assignment and pass it in fast without any noise. What will you do if the class is still going on? Anybody? Okay, class, can I expect all of those from you? What was our last topic yesterday? Very good. So what are the three parts of division equation? Is there any question about three parts of division equation? Okay, let's proceed to our game named The Boat is Sinking. Are you familiar with that game? Okay, because you are all familiar, please stand everyone and let's start the game. You're all 25 in the class. The boat is sinking. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 4. You have created 6 groups with 4 members. So Mark doesn't belong of any group. So Mark is our leftover. Mark, can you please sit down? Okay, let's continue our game. You are now 24 all in all left. The boat is sinking. The boat is sinking. Group yourselves into 5. So, as what I've seen, there are 4 pupils left over. For us to proceed, you may now take your seat. What have you observed? Very good, Samantha. Before we proceed to our discussion, let us read first our objectives. Everyone, at the end of 50 minutes with 75% proficiency, the pupils should be able to A. Identify the remainders in solving 3 to 4 digit whole numbers. B. Solve 3 to 4 digit whole numbers with remainders. C. Give the remainders of 3 to 4 digit whole numbers. And D. Appreciate the value of division that will be used in real life. To our presentation, it will discussed by teacher Samantha Gwen Herodias.
So class, before I will start my part, I will introduce first my name. I am Samantha Gwen Herodias. So, class, who can read the definition of division? Okay, you are raising your hand, Miss Irene. Can we read the definition of division? Division is splitting into equal parts or groups. We use the symbol to mean divide. So I have here a problem, and let's take it as an example in solving division. So everyone, can we read the problem? If we have 250 cupcakes and 5 friends want to share them, how many would you divide the cupcake? So, it has 250 cupcakes, which is our dividend, and there are 5 friends who wants to share as our divisor. So, first class, we will arrange the numbers into a division bracket. Like this. So, let's start to solve. How many times can we divide 25 into 5? So, as you can see, we can divide it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, for the next step, we will multiply the 5 into the divisor, which is 5. So, 5 times 5 is equal to what? Okay, very good, Rainiel. 25. Next, we will subtract 25 into our dividend, which is also 25. So 25 minus 25 is equal to 0. Very good. Guys, so for the next step, we will bring down the ones number in the dividend, which is 0. Last, can we divide 0 into 5? Okay, cannot be. So what we are going to do is we will put 0 as our answer. So 0 times 5 is equal to 0. So our answer is 0 and our quotient is 50. So therefore, there are 50 cupcakes each of the 5. Okay, now let's move on to our topic, which is the division of 3 to 4-digit whole numbers with remainder. Who can read the definition of remainder? You're raising your hand, Mr. Wallo. Please kindly read. The remainder represents the units left over that can be evenly divided into the quotient. So, division, we need to follow this 4 basic steps in solving. First is divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down, then repeating the process. So, let's try to solve this. What we are going to do first is to arrange the numbers into the division bracket. So, 782 divided by 3. So, 782 here is what we call, Donna? Okay, great. Dividend. 782 is our dividend. And the 3 is what, Leden? Okay, divisor. So now, let's start to solve. How many times can we divide 7 into 3? So as you can see in this picture, we can divide the 7 2 times, 1 and 2. So we will put the digit 2 in the quotient line above. So for our next step is multiply. So we will multiply the answer in step 1 to our divisor, which is 3. So 2 times 3 is equal to 6. And then for our next step, we will subtract. So 7 minus 6 is equal to what? Great class, 1. So for our next step, we will bring down the next number in our dividend. So we will bring down the 8. So now we make the number 18. And let's repeat again the process. So how many times can we divide 18 into 3? Okay, anyone who can answer, who can divide 18 into 3? Okay. Rejoy, how many times can we divide 18 into 3? Okay, very good. 6. So we will put 6 in next to digit 2. So for our next step, we will multiply the 6 into our divisor. So 6 times 3 is equal to 18. And for our next step, we will again subtract. So 18 minus 18 is equal to 0. And then, for the next step, we will bring down the next number in our dividend, which is 2. So we will bring down the 2. So we will repeat again the process. Can we divide 2 into the divisor, which is 3? So, cannot be. What we are going to do is we will write 0 as our answer. So, 0 times 3 is equal to 0. Then, we will subtract. 2 minus 0 is equal to 2. So, for the leftover, we have 2, which is what we call the remainder. Very good, Rainiel.
Dili na makita yung mas.
So, our 2 here, which is our remainder, will be written as a part of our quotient. So, our quotient is 260, remainder 2. Let's now have our checking. So, for our formula, we have quotient times the divisor plus the remainder. So, our quotient here is 260. Times the divisor, which is 3. Plus our remainder, which is 2. So, 260 times 3, we will solve 260 times 3. So, 3 times 0 is equal to 0. Then, 3 times 6 is equal to 18. Great. So, we will put 8 here and 1 above the digit 2. So, 3 times 2 is equal to 6 plus 1 is equal to 7. So, 780 plus the remainder is equal to 782. Is our dividend is 782, class? Okay, very good. So our answer is correct. So I will give you another example. 1,723 divided by 5. So our next to do is we will arrange it into the division bracket. So next, we will apply the 4 basic steps. So how many times can we divide the 17 into 5? Who can answer? Okay, very good. 3. So 3 times 5 is equal to 15. Then, next is we will subtract the 17 and 15. So 17 minus 15 is equal to 2. And next, we will bring down the next number in our quotient, which is the number 2. So, how many times can we divide 22 into 5? Who can answer? Okay, very good, Irene. 4. So, next is we will multiply again. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. And now, we will subtract 22 and 20. 22 minus 20 is equal to 2. Okay, very good. Then, we will bring down again the number in the next number in the quotient, which is the number 3. So, we will repeat again the process. So, 23 divided by 5 is equal to 4. So, 4 times 5 is 20. Then, 23, we will subtract into 20. We can have the answer 3. So, 3 here is our leftover. So, 3 is our remainder. So, we will put the remainder as a part of our quotient. So, our quotient is 344, remainder 3. So, we will check our answer if it is correct. So, for the formula of our checking, we have the quotient, which is 344, times our divisor, which is 5, plus the remainder, which is 3. So, we will multiply 344 times 5. So, Donna, 5 times 4 is equal to 20. Very good. We will put 0 here and carry 2. Then, 5 times 4 is equal to 20 plus 2 is equal to 22. Then, next is 5 times 3 is equal to 15 plus the carry, which is 2, is equal to 17. So, 1,720 is the answer, plus the remainder, which is 3, is equal to 1,720 plus 3 is equal to 1,723. So, our answer is 1,723. Is our dividend is 1,723? Okay, so our answer is correct. So, let's give ourselves a round of applause. So, for our next activity, it will be discussed by Teacher Irene Urbinas.
Before we proceed to our next activity, again, I'm Teacher Irene Urbinas. For our next activity, in every row 1, row 2, I want you to choose a leader, secretary, and 2 representatives as your reporter. In every group, I will give you an envelope. Inside the envelope is the given activity or the problem to solve. Here are the rubrics that you need to consider while doing your activity. Criteria: correctness, participation, neatness, and presentation. For the legend, star shape is equal to 5 points, and heart shape is equal to 4 points, and lastly, the smiley face is equal to 2 points. Please get your envelope here, and I will give you 10 minutes to do your activity. Your 10 minutes will start now. Your 10 minutes is over, and now you can post your output here in front. For Group 1's activity, directions, solve the following using the 4 basic steps of division. Show your solutions with checking. For number 1, 999 divided 8 is equal to, their quotient is 124, remainder 7. Okay, correct? For checking, correct? For number 2, 8,493 divided by 7 is equal to Their quotient is 1,213, remainder 2. Okay, correct? For checking, correct? For number 3, 8,945 divided by 6 is equal to, their quotient is 1,490, remainder 5. Okay, correct? For checking, correct? For number 4, 503 divided by 10 is equal to, their quotient is 50, remainder 3. Okay, correct? For checking, correct also. And for number 5, 2,598 divided by 11 is equal to, their quotient is 236, remainder 2. Correct? And for checking, correct. Very good, group 1. For the group 2, directions, solve the following using the 4 basic steps of division. Show your solutions with checking. For number 1, 8,345 divided by 6 is equal to, their quotient is 1,390, remainder 5. Okay, correct? For the checking, correct? For number 2, 639 divided by 5 is equal to, their quotient is 127, remainder 4. Okay, correct? For checking, correct? Number 3, 1,097 divided by 9 is equal to, their quotient is 121, remainder 8. Okay, correct? Checking, correct? Number 4, 2,969 divided by 14 is equal to, their quotient is 212, remainder 1. Okay, correct? For checking, correct? And last, number 5, 697 divided by 15 is equal to, their quotient is 46, remainder 7. Okay, correct? They're checking, correct? That's great, group 2. For your scores, for correctness, every group got the perfect score, so I will give you a star shape. And for participation, I will give star shape for group 1, but for group 2, some of the members did not participate, so I will give them a heart shape. And for neatness, all your visual aids is amazing, so I will give you a star shape. And for presentation, you're doing great while presenting your activity, so I will give you a star shape. In group 1, got the perfect score, and group 2 got 19 points. How do you find the activity, class? Liden? Okay, very good. What did you do for you to get the right answer, Rainiel? Great! What did you do after doing the activity? Very good, class. Through your activity, what did you learn about yourself? Okay, very good. Working and helping with groups is important. Again, class, what are the 4 basic steps in dividing 3 to 4 digit whole numbers with remainder? First is divide, multiply, then subtract, and bring down. Very good. How can we identify the remainders in division? Great! The last remaining numbers or the leftover. Is division would be useful in real life? Yes, it is useful. Class, how can you use division in real life situation? Very good, Trisha. We can easily share an object or foods by the use of division. For our next activity, Choose 2 representatives in each row to answer here in the board. The group who can solve and get first the right answer will be the winner. And for group 1, your answer is correct. And for group 2, your answer is correct. Everyone get the correct answer. In dividing 3 to 4 digit whole numbers, we need to follow the 4 basic steps, which are divide, multiply, subtract, and bring down. What do we call the number left over in solving division process? Remainder. Very good. For our evaluation, get 1 piece of paper and answer the following. I will give you 10 minutes to answer, and your 10 minutes will start now. Your 10 minutes is over. Pass all your papers in front, and I will be the one to check it. For your assignments, answer this on your activity notebook. You're doing great today, class. Please stand and goodbye, everyone.